What's up guys, Felipe with Felipe Fitness here. I'm here with another video. This time I'm talking about a supplement called HMB, or the long version, beta hydroxybeta methylbutyrate. Now if you've never heard of this stuff, then don't worry, that's what this video is all about. So let's get right into it. HMB is a supplement I'm talking about. Let me grab that for you guys. Here it is. Now this one is the Optimum Nutrition brand. I'm not reviewing the brand itself. I'm really just talking about HMB and what it can do for you guys, what it's good for, what it may not be good for. I'll talk about some of the research that has been done on this and my personal experience with it. That way you guys will be able to understand it better and really decide for yourselves if this is something that you want to try. Alright? First of all, let me say that HMB is a good supplement. It isn't widely researched like creatine or protein, whey protein is, protein powders. But there is a substantial amount of research on it that can prove some things. The results that come along with it, that I'll talk about in a little bit, aren't amazing like creatine is. So don't expect anything amazing from it, but there are some definite results that you can get from taking HMB. So first of all, let me explain what HMB actually is. It's what's called a metabolite of leucine. So your body will take in protein, break it down into amino acids. Leucine is one of them, and then, or leucine, however you pronounce that. And then usually it'll break it down into other things. HMB happens to be one of those things. And the use that the body has for it is, well, there's a lot of things that HMB is used for. But yeah, so it comes from leucine, whatever. But to be honest, your body does not produce a whole lot of it, and that's the whole reason why there's a supplement for it. I believe 5% of whatever your body makes from leucine is actually HMB. So obviously it's not very much, and so that's why there's a supplement. So the things that HMB can do, or is apparently supposed to do for your body, is a wide range of things as far as exercise goes. It's supposedly supposed to increase your strength. Supposedly it also helps with fat loss. Supposedly it also reduces muscle soreness. And supposedly it also, what's a good way to put this? Supposedly it also slows down, or I guess acts as a catabolic agent. So when you're working out, when you're reducing your calories, and your body needs to get energy somewhere, sometimes after a certain point it goes to the muscle, breaks it down to get more energy. HMB will help to prevent that, or at least slow it down anyways. Alright, so there's various different things on it. There's things that I've noticed personally about how it works, things that I've noticed personally how it doesn't work, and yet they claim it does. But I'll get into that in a second. Let me go over the research on this stuff now. Now, like I said, HMB isn't widely researched as creatine is, but there is stuff out there. And honestly, I will post a link in the description box to a website that goes really in depth of what HMB is and shows you the research on that, so you guys can look at it for yourself. But just to go over it really quickly, there was one research study done on HMB a while back, quite a while back, but the research that they did was like your typical research study. You know, they had 3 different groups. They put them on a certain exercise and diet regimen, and then they gave these 3 different groups different dosages of HMB. The first one, they actually gave them a placebo. The second group, they gave them 3 grams of HMB, and then the third group, they gave them 6 grams. After, I think this was about 8-week study or so. I could definitely be wrong about that, but anyways, at the end of it, they got the results. First of all, they found that the placebo group had no advantage over the other 2 groups. The second group, the one that was taking 3 grams of HMB, they found that there was increased strength. There was a little bit of fat loss, that increased fat loss that went along with it. Increased muscle mass, lean muscle mass to go with that. There was also reported their reduced soreness in their muscles after their workouts. And then they also noticed with the last group, the 6 gram group, that they had the same advantage but no more. So really it was the same results either way, except one was taking more, 6 grams versus 3, but saw no actual further results because of that. So what we can take away from this study is HMB apparently does work, at least to a certain degree. The results that were found were very minimal though, so it wasn't a huge strength gain. Apparently there wasn't like a huge amount of muscle mass that was gained off it. You know, this isn't steroids, so definitely don't think that. One of the things that they did notice though is that it really did help as a anti-catabolic agent, and so there wasn't a whole lot of muscle wasting as they were on this exercise and diet regimen and losing weight, and so they just noticed that there wasn't as much, like I said, muscle wasting while they were on this HMB. And then, like I said, the 6 gram group honestly didn't see any more results, so there's really no benefit to taking more. So yeah, in a nutshell, HMB can help. 3 grams usually is the best dosage. 6 grams, really any more than 3 grams is no advantages at all. So if you take it, don't take more than the recommended dose, otherwise you're just wasting your money. The great thing about HMB also is that they didn't find anyways any real side effects to it. So of course there's always going to be more research that comes out on it, but at the moment there really was no cons to taking HMB. So I mean, for now it's perfectly safe, so that's great. But yeah, obviously there is some research on it, but real world experience honestly is going to be the best thing for you guys, obviously, because you're the ones who are going to take it, not these research groups. So now what I want to do is just go over my experience with HMB and what it did for me. So, well, the first time that I took HMB, I was actually cutting, so, you know, trying to lose some weight. I had heard some things about this. Actually, I had done research myself on this because I was taking a class up at the University of Utah. It was a nutrition class, and we were to do a research study on a certain supplement. And so the teacher gave us our professor gave us a list of different supplements that we could do our research on. I'd never heard of HMB, so I just decided to do it on that. Anyways, that's how I found out about it, and then later I started to take it myself. And well, basically this is what I noticed. So, and like I said, this was on the cut. So what I noticed is, first of all, taking HMB did help reduce muscle soreness after my workouts, which I really like, which is very helpful because obviously, if you're working out like 5-6 times a week, then anything that will help reduce muscle soreness is definitely a plus in my book. So there was that one. The other thing, and the biggest thing honestly that I noticed, was that during and right at the end of my cut, you know, when I lost all that weight, I noticed honestly that I had kept on more lean muscle mass than I usually had. You know, usually you can expect to lose a certain amount of muscle and look a little smaller because of the cut. Obviously, you're in a caloric deficit, so you're losing body fat, but at the same time, you're gonna lose a little bit of lean muscle mass. There's really no way around that. You can control a little more about how much you lose, but in the end, you are going to lose some. But I can honestly say the HMB did help with keeping some of that around. So I thought it was a great product in that area. Now, all the claims about it helping to increase lean muscle mass and increase strength, honestly, I didn't notice. And like I said, I was on a cut at the time, so gaining lean muscle mass probably wasn't going to happen for me, and it didn't for me personally. But as far as increased strength goes, or at least even keeping it up during my cut, I didn't notice anything there. But that was just me. Now, I've recently been taking it again because I'm now on a bulk. So now I want to see what the HMB did for me on a bulk. And honestly, to be perfectly honest, I mean, I'm still not as sore after my workouts, which is great. I don't have to worry about losing muscle mass because I'm eating plenty of food and working out plenty. But I honestly haven't really noticed a increase in strength, or I haven't noticed the HMB helping me to increase my lean muscle mass. So I would say it's kind of a waste of money if you're bulking. My opinion, it's great if you're cutting, but save your money if you're bulking. That really doesn't help at all in that area. So yeah, honestly, that was my experience with HMB, and I've read a lot of reviews on this stuff as well, and it's pretty much the same stuff. I mean, you'll hear the same things. It doesn't really help with strength. People didn't really notice gains in lean muscle mass, but you will see a lot about reduced soreness and stuff like that. So, just to wrap things up with HMB, in my opinion, it's a good product. Not an amazing product, but it's a good product, one that I like and take from time to time on my cuts. It will help reduce muscle soreness and help you to keep those gains that you made during your bulk, so you don't lose them all during your cut. But I would say don't waste your money if you're on a bulk. Alright? You can do other things. Creatine is a great option, whether you're bulking or cutting, honestly. So that's my review. I hope that helped you guys. But also just do your own research. Like I said, I'm going to put a link in the description box below to a website where it goes into great detail about what HMB is and what it can do for you guys and all the research that's been done on it. So definitely I suggest you take a look at that and then form your own opinion. Decide whether HMB is for you. Give it a shot if you want. If not, well, that's okay. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, please like this video if it helped. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and share this video with anybody that you think it could help. Alright, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. Thanks for watching the video, and the last thing is, remember, I just started an Instagram, so definitely follow me on that. My Instagram name is @Felipe_fitness. Alright, so yeah, definitely follow me on that. And I will see you guys in my next video.